was the lady that you brought today, but she was cheering not because you brought her. She was cheering because she's a fan.
We're pals,
I think I whistled.
we go way
Suzie
back.
Boggus. Suzie, so great to
Suzie.
have you here
Nice
for the
to
first
be
time.
here.
in the
Suzie,
family.
tell about the first time we met. It's a great story. We were playing a fabulous show. It was in Montana. It was
Bucks T4.
Bucks T4 truck stop.
I just played there. I wasn't playing at Bucks T.
Who else
but
played at Bucks T? Have you played there, Neil?
we almost stayed there.
It
but we
is a
did-
truck
we
stop.
were right there.
It's still there.
It's still there. It's highfalutin now. They got a hotel.
You know, we had I think we had about 10-piece band at the time or something, and we were kind of loud and
Everybody
the opening
loved it.
act was this lovely singer, Suzie something, and she was acoustic
Yeah.
in herself, and they basically ignored her and just talked over her whole set and broke beer bottles and stuff.
It was sad.
was
I was
great.
up there singing Willin' and then telling them, like, here's a song I wrote when my boyfriend broke up with me. Can I tell them what you did?
What did I do?
So they literally, there was no chicken wire or anything, but it was that kind of a crowd. And there were a lot of park employees who they didn't get to go out very often. So they would come out and they wanted to dance and let it loose a little bit because they kind of, had some constrictions in their jobs. And so he comes out on the stage to be my hero, and I'm not short, but I'm shorter than him. Yeah. And so he comes up to the microphone and he leans over and he says, "Now come on, y'all. She's got to get her gas money." It saved the day.
Well, did they shut up and start paying attention at that point?
No.
I just rushed on, did a couple more songs, and said, "See ya."
As Pootie used to call them, skull archards, I don't know exactly what that means, but but she's a wonderful singer. We got to work on a whole album. She sang a Bob Wills tune with me, and we did a great video with Lyle Love and you and me on that crazy video. And
That was way fun.
And then we did an album together, a jazz swing album.
She's a good musician.
She's a wonderful,
He
wonderful.
is amazing, though. I really feel like sometimes people don't know, first of all, what a musicologist you are. He is such, he knows music inside and out, just all different styles and, so much about many, many different artists. And then he played his tail off. I'm saying that in the nicest way possible. On that record that we did together. It's called Swing, and it's a lot of big band style swing, and boy, he can just play that stuff.
You came to Nashville, and I came to Nashville in 1970 we would go down. You'll remember the places I'm talking about. We'd go down to the Demon's Den, which is now I think the Merchants, classy hotel. And just get to play with the greatest pickers, and from Buddy Emmons, who I guess we'll hear about later, who was obviously the greatest, but the great guitar players got to hang out and sweat that stuff, and down on Lower Broadway, right when the Opry left.
Well, Chet Atkins was a big fan of yours, and you did some work with him, right?
Yeah.
That's a stamp of approval right there.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I think somewhere along the way, we must have known each other some other time, because from the moment we met each other, which was on the Nashville Now show, on Ralph Emery's show, it was my first time to be on there. I was singing at Dollywood, and Dolly had brought us over to sort of say, hey, these are my two lead singers at the park, and it was the very first season ever, and my first time on TV, and Chet was sitting next to me, and so I was very nervous. I was bouncing my knees. Most of you who know me know that I'm sort of an excitable type. And so I was doing that, and somebody in the audience had given him a fly swatter, and he smacked me on the knee with it. And I just looked at him, and he said, "You better settle down, or you're not going to do yourself justice up there singing." And that struck this friendship off. He was just being honest with me. I needed to calm down. And I did, and then I sang, and it was fine, and everything was good, and then a few weeks later, I got a record deal with Capitol, and I got a single out, and I took it over. When I moved back to Nashville after that first season at Dollywood, I took it over to Chet's office, and we split a Michelob, And we celebrated, by golly. It was a wild night with that half a Michelob, I'll tell you.
I saw y'all played in Austin for a TV show, and they did a
Yes.
duet. It was just magic.
Oh,
This is a voice that is just the purest voice Suzie has. It just
I don't
that's
know,
the
I
only.
hope so.
I didn't
Get
say
your
you
guitar
were
and
pure.
lay
I
one.
said
Yeah,
your
let's
voice
see
was pure.
what's there today.